Now, we want to remind you a little bit of the background here. James Comey, of course, during the election campaign, announced that the FBI was investigating whether Hillary Clinton had misused, if you will, classified information and put it on a non-classified email server that she was using for her email correspondence at the time. After a certain point before the election, Comey came out and said that there was no reason to charge Mrs. Clinton, that some of what she had done had been extremely careless, he said, but did not rise to the level of a criminal action. Then, a few days before Election Day, Comey announced that new emails had been discovered and the FBI was reopening its investigation of Mrs. Clinton. Nothing came of that either, but former Secretary Clinton has blamed James Comey for costing her the election. There has been some controversy over the last couple of days about James Comey's testimony about the Clinton email situation. Nancy Cordes has been covering that for us on Capitol Hill. Comey testified, Nancy, recently before the Senate. Tell us what's happened today on that.
Right. He testified before the Senate Judiciary Committee 6 days ago, and this was really his first opportunity, Scott, to explain his rationale for coming out 11 days before the election and letting Congress know, in a way that he was surely aware would soon be divulged to the public, that his agents were reopening their investigation. He said that at the time when they discovered that there were hundreds and thousands, as he put it, of emails that Huma Abedin, Hillary Clinton's close aide, had forwarded to her husband, the former Congressman Anthony Weiner, to print out, that he felt that he simply had no choice but to alert Congress as his agents went through those emails. He also said that a number of those emails contained classified information. Well, CBS News, other news outlets quickly began to get word from sources who are close to this investigation that actually that was not the case, that Huma Abedin didn't forward hundreds and thousands of emails to her husband, but actually only sporadically forwarded emails to him, and that the bulk of these 49,000 or so emails that were on Anthony Weiner's computer actually were the result of an automatic backup of a BlackBerry device, and that none of the emails were marked classified when Abedin sent them to her husband. That has generated a great deal of confusion, as you can imagine, here on Capitol Hill, Scott. Senators from the right and the left trying to figure out exactly what the truth is and what is fiction. And it was very surprising coming from the FBI director for two reasons. First of all, as you pointed out, he is a longtime legal expert who typically chooses his words very carefully, and clearly knew that he was going to be grilled on this topic by the Senate Judiciary Committee. This was key to his explanation for why he took the steps that he did to alert Congress about the reopening of this investigation. And so it was only a few hours after word began to get out more widely here on Capitol Hill that he had either misspoken or misled Congress that this announcement came from the White House. And in fact, only a short time ago, Congress got a letter from the FBI clarifying what it was that Director Comey meant to say in that hearing last week.